Dude, I've just loved off-roading for a while now. My stepdad introduced me to it and I've been hooked ever since. So I bought this Cherokee. It's a 97. Love it. And I bought it this way. Everything you see is how I got it. I did put a front bumper on there, Smitty built front bumper, and a Badlands 12,000 pound winch. But yeah, this channel is basically just me working on the Jeep and then going off-roading with my stepdad and a couple of his buddies and some of mine. And so yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy and follow along. So this week I am taking the axle out. It's just a Dana 30 and a Chrysler 8.25, but it already has a rough country 6.5 inch long arm kit. I don't really like the rough country, but it will be getting changed eventually. But this week we're taking the axle out and we'll cut off the mounts. I have a Arctic Truss kit I'm putting on. I have a Ironman 4x4 Fab WJ 1-ton steering kit that will be going on. We're going to do the WJ swap. And then I have gears in the back. See, I got everything loaded in the back of here, but here's the Ironman kit. This is, I mean, I haven't used it yet, so I don't know, but it seems well made and pretty strong. But we got Yukon 456 gears, front and rear, that we're going to be using. I still need to order a locker, but I'm going to do the truss kit, and then we'll do the lock. I'll do the re-gearing once I get a locker. But I didn't record much pulling the axle because I did it over lunch break and I wanted to get done in one day. So got the axle pulled out over lunch. It wasn't too bad. It took about 40-45 minutes. Got it sitting over there now. And we will start cutting the mounts off the axle and welding the truss on. We got the axle out. It's in the shop. We're gonna cut off all the mounts, clean it up, and then we're gonna weld the truss on. So I got the GoPro set up so you guys can watch me do that. Won't be very fun, but uh-oh. Well, that was my bad. I got the fire extinguisher, thank God. That was dumb. But we got to put it out. Don't be like me. That was dumb. I forgot that I just drained it. Didn't even think of it, of just, I don't know. But always be aware of your surroundings. Always have a fire extinguisher nearby. All right, we cleaned that mess up and let's get back to cutting. Sorry if you can hear the wind in the background there. We have a wind advisory. Set up to like 50-55 mile an hour gusts. It sure does look beautiful inside. We got the mounts cut off and ground flush. Pretty happy with it. Took a little longer than I thought it was gonna take, but I knew this wasn't gonna be just a couple hour project. So tomorrow we'll be back in after work and we will weld the truss on. That's the part I'm real nervous about. I've never welded cast iron, and I've watched videos and just got to heat it up and let it cool slowly. So we're gonna give it a try. These are just Dana 30 axles, so it's not that expensive. But yep, so tomorrow we will weld on the truss. Okay, I am starting to weld on the C-gussets. I mean, I'm no professional welder, but those are looking good. Not too bad. I haven't welded in about 4 or 5 years, so I'm happy with how that's turning out. Some of my first welds, because it's a new welder, I mean, I had to get used to it, so those don't look very good, but yeah, for this side, I think we got her dialed in now. We got the upper and lower C-gussets on both sides welded in. I still have the lower control arm mounts to weld, the spring bucket deals to mount, and the upper control mount. I got it wrapped up now. I just finished welding onto the pumpkin itself. And so I'm just letting it cool slowly. Just let it cool overnight, and then we will probably come here tomorrow. Hour or two more welding. No, it should, yeah, 30 minutes of welding. 30 minutes of welding, and we will be done. And then back onto the Jeep. I wore my nice pants to do this. They are no longer nice anymore, so that's lovely. But yeah, I would say for my first time welding, it went pretty good. I'll go over some of the welds. Maybe I got some good ones, yeah. So I started with this upper C-gusset, and I've never used this welder before, and so I didn't even do any test pieces before. I just jumped right in. So these were the worst welds. Yeah, I kind of ground them so they wouldn't look so bad. But I mean, then I kind of just stitched. I was just tack all the way across. But I mean, there's some good welds in there. You know, I'd say for my first time, not too bad. Yeah, there's like for where the top of the truss goes to the pumpkin, laid a pretty nice bead. We got everything welded in. I'm pretty happy. So yeah, hopefully I didn't mess anything up and it works and I don't have to cry and buy another axle and buy another truss kit. So it's been a while since I last worked on this. We had a big job in Florida, but I am back now for a week, and then I go to Paris for a month and a half. But we need to get this thing done. So what I did off camera, since I was kind of short on time, I did the WJ swap. We got the WJ knuckles put on, TJ wheel bearings, and then obviously WJ rotors that were drilled to 5 by 4.5. We got the Ironman Fab WJ over the knuckle steering swap on. That went pretty nicely, looks super beefy. So the kit came with this axle track bar mount, couldn't think of it. And since I have the Arctic truss, ouch, it is in the way a little bit. So there's gonna be, I just mocking this up because I wanted to see some progress basically. But so I'm gonna have to cut some of that out because this has got to go up in there, and then I gotta replace that junk rough country track bar mount. And we got the Ironman one in the cap still. I just haven't put it on, but that'll be next. Take that off, put that on. I just wanted to jump on here, record in case I forgot later of what is done so far. Man, this steering kit though, oh, it looks so good. It is so beefy. But yep, we got the axles out. I haven't put them in because I got to take this off, and I ordered some Bilstein shocks, and when they get here, we have to, I got to weld them the other side of the mountain. I just got them waiting to know the thickness exactly. So when they get in here, we'll take the axle back out, weld up a few things. Sway bar links, mounts, whatever, they're gonna have to be cut because if you can see, with the steering wheel straight, we are way too close. And so if I turn to the driver side, it is going to hit. So we'll have to do something different. Maybe, I don't know, weld something that comes off here, connects up. I'm gonna get a new sway bar. This one's all rusty, but yeah, for the most part, I mean, the Jeep frame, it's not bad for being a Midwest truck. So yeah, no body rust, just kind of just part rust, if that makes any sense. But yep, we got to put the new track bar drop in. It also comes with a cross brace that goes up under the pan and connects back here. We still have the Iron Rock Off-Road frame stiffeners, front section frame stiffeners that I want to put on, but I'm just trying to get this axle stuff done because now that all the snow melted, I have a shit ton of room behind me, and so I'm basically taking up Works parking, being right here when I could be back there to get 2 more vehicles in. But yep, so this is what we got done so far. Lockers, I cannot decide on what locker I want. If I want to go with an aux locker or like some kind of air, or just go the cheap route. But I would still like to somewhat daily this, and I do not want to have like a Spartan locker or something in there like that for dailying. But yeah, just look at that. Stock steering, just a pencil. Looks like a pencil. Brake super easy. That is not braking, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to hold up very nicely. I'm very happy with the quality of this kit. So yeah, that's what I got so far. I'm gonna keep plugging away at it one piece at a time, and we are going to be ready this summer to do some off-roading, have a bunch of fun. I cannot wait. All right, so I got the Jeep pushed back. It wasn't too bad. Man, I just put the tires on just to get a good look at it, to get some motivation back, and it looks so good. I mean, that is a beefy steering, and I should have no problems braking that. So yeah, we still just got to figure out the track bar mount, lower track bar mount. Got to kind of have to cut some of that Arctic truss out, make it fit. Yes, the caliper's hanging. I know it's bad, but WJ calipers, new lines, so I'm not too worried. But yeah, unfortunately, this is going to be as far as I get with it until I get back from Paris.